Good evening.
Evening.
Welcome to Doctor Who in Yorkshire. It's not enough Doctor Who in Yorkshire, is there? Well, there'll be more Doctor Who at Yorkshire at some point, and that'd be fantastic. Also, welcome to League of Gentlemen with Reptilian Woman in Yorkshire. There you go. Because it's a Mark Gatiss episode. His best episode?
Yeah.
I honestly can't think of a better Mark Gatiss episode. This is...
I can't either, but that's not saying.
Oh, you are so harsh. I think this plays into all of Mark Gatiss's strengths. It's got a real sort of Third Doctor-y type vibe. It's got jokes that are, for the most part, pretty funny. He's equipped with our favourite surrogate unit-esque family and all the comedy that provides.
I absolutely love
Oh.
Jenny.
Madam-
In fact, Strax refers to her as being
Jen as a boy. So let's talk about the Paternoster Gang. The Paternoster Gang can do no wrong in my eyes. I don't know. I think Doctor Who magazine called them that once, and I don't know. I'll have to do more research. But what I love about this particular iteration of the gang is that Jenny gets the focus, because I feel as if Vastra, we kind of know Vastra, and we kind of know Strax because, you know, we had the Good Man Goes to War. But I always thought Jenny never really got the recognition she deserved. And I actually think she holds up the first part of this episode sterlingly well, even to the extent of when the Doctor kisses her and she slaps him. It's just a perfect moment. Now, may I also say, I don't think there's many Doctors that could get away with that. In fact, I don't think there's many characters that could get away with that. But Matt Smith does get away with that, and I don't quite understand what it is about his interpretation of the Doctor that...
He's always been quite asexual, but all of a sudden, since Clara's on the scene, he's like a little...
Well, yeah, there is that. There is a slight sort of... But there's a... Well, to be fair, there was a suggestion he was sleeping with people in... Now, what was that story? The one where he was under the skirts. It was one of the season openers. Anyway, I can't remember. Well, we know he sleeps with River.
When you say sleep with, what do you mean?
He has the sex.
Why don't you just say that then?
Don't know.
Make it sound all weird.
I don't know why I said that.
How do you make it sound quite as weird?
I don't know. Well, that's what. But this is the thing about his Doctor, is that these things that have been, you know, it's almost as if the character of the Doctor has been moving towards that side of life. I mean, famously, I think all of the actors up until McGann, probably Eccleston, considered the Doctor to be asexual, didn't they? There was no... I don't think there was any implication that any of the Doctors thought that there was romance involved in their interpretation of the Doctor. And now, we've got to the stage where we've gone through Tennant, and, you know, he was, in his own particular odd way, a romantic type Doctor. You know, certainly there was a heavy implication he was going to tell Rose that he loved her. And now we get Matt Smith, where it's almost as if, like, he's engaging with that side of life, but in a completely alien, odd way. And it works perfectly with his character. And it doesn't make me feel icky as a very staid and prudish 47-year-old teenager. So I just think that there's something quite beautiful about that. And that moment where he kisses her, I think is absolutely brilliant, because in the hands of another actor or a pair of actors, that could have been a really awkward moment. And it wasn't. It was absolutely great, I think. I love this story. I think it's absolutely brilliant fun. I love the structuring of it. I love the flashback told with the sort of effect on the reel. I love the Yorkshire accents. That really, really, really tickled me. I love Diana Rigg. I mean, my gosh, what a actress. How fortunate we have been to have her in Doctor Who. And I think it's her daughter playing the daughter of Mrs. Gilliflower, which works perfectly for me. I think the whole... that relationship's absolutely brilliant as well. And if this episode was in need of a bit of grit, which I think you could say is that's where you get it. I think there's something very tangible and uncomfortable about that in exactly the right sort of measure. Because let's be perfectly honest, a lot of the rest of the episode is very sort of playful and jaunty. And I do think, I mean, I joked about it, I think it's very League of Gentlemen-y. I really, really do think it's very League of Gentlemen. And I remain a big fan of the League of Gentlemen. It has a tone to it that I've always found really appealing. That sort of weird, creeping over your shoulder type comedy. I really, really appreciate that. Elizabeth, on the other hand, absolutely cannot stand League of Gentlemen for that very reason, I suspect. You're my wife now, Elizabeth. Ah, there we go. All right, okay. But again, I'm gushing, so I'm going to wrap it up because I don't think these videos are particularly entertaining when I'm gushing, but I'm gushing.
That sounds disgusting.
No, why are you being weird now? This is legitimate language. Stop being weird. Weird woman. I'm loving this run of Matt Smith's stories. I'm absolutely loving this run of Matt. Like I've said, I like the very light touch of overarching plot. I'm really enthralled by his relationship with Clara. It has a different texture and tone to anything that we've had before, and it makes me super duper happy. I think when you've got these three other characters, you can just drop in on the story at the appropriate time, and it soars. I mean, what a lucky state the programme's in right now. My goodness me. So I've got nothing but good things about. I love the location. I do love the fact that it's set in Yorkshire in the 1800s. I think that's a very evocative place and time to be. So that really works for me. And the only thing on the horizon that somewhat worries me is, and I have to reserve judgment, but, and you know my feelings about working with, having children in Doctor Who. I think, oh, by the way, Thomas. I mean, I think that joke could have been made in a different programme, but we'll let Gattis have that one because that entertained me greatly. But these two kids that rock up at the end.
Which two kids?
Well, when Clara's looking at the computer we'll see how that pans out. But I just have slight reservations about the quality of their performance. Yeah, perhaps I'm being a bit judgy at this stage, but there we go. Right, loved that. Just a quick aside, me and my two oldest friends, John and Paul, are going to a top secret Doctor Who location tomorrow, and I'm very, very, very excited about it. It's going to be so much fun. I'm such a nerd. I cannot believe how excited I am about going to see something, the place where Doctor Who was filmed when I was 8 years old. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, there we go. Good times. Farewell. See you next time.